All right, here we go. I just want to I want to start this out by saying I thought I was live talking to you for like 5 minutes. I wasn't. I was- That's good stuff, man. Oh, that's good stuff. That's great content. Here, let me get off this thing. Make sure it's silent. I so thought I was like on stream. I'm like, oh no, I had to go away from the stream and come back. No, it worked out. I'm just running late, technically, right? So let's dig in here. All right. Looks like we're live. Looks like everything's going well. Let me make sure the sound is good. Let's see here. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Usually I don't do solo stuff on Saturdays, but I'm testing it out. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So testing out, we'll see how it goes. Now today I'm playing Nova Roma. Oh, I forgot to share this in Discord. Oh Lord, here we go. So there you go. I'm forgetting to share in my own spot. Please be part of our Discord, man. We try to make sure we're covering everything in there, all the topics, even the movies, things of that nature. So definitely check that out. Okay, so today we're playing Nova Roma solo. You're going to, in this game, you're going to be playing over 5 rounds, and what you're trying to do is score the most points and beat the AI. The AI has a set number that they can start with, so you can actually increase the difficulty by adding more points for you to pass. And I'm also going to go into my impressions of the game. So as we go along, I'm going to be talking about things I like, things I don't like. One of the things I like and don't like right away is I like difficulty. I like raising difficulty bars, but I typically do not like beat your score, beat the AI type things. I usually like objective type things. So that's kind of where my bias leans towards. And let's talk about bias. Going in, I myself and Stan have a deep history. I would consider him a friend within the industry. As a matter of fact, we started out in the industry at the same time. So I was a blogger back then, and Stan had I think he was just going to Kickstarter. They were just going to Kickstarter with Dice Hospital, which ended up being a big hit. And we remained friends because he lives not far away, like 10 minutes away from me. So just so happens to be that I know Stan Kordonsky, world famous designer. I've seen a lot of his designs in the beginning before they changed themes and all that stuff. So there is a little bit of bias there, but thankfully he makes good games. Otherwise, I wouldn't be like, hard pass, dog. So I'm glad that he does make good games, and he is a good man. So I feel very comfortable talking about his games. Now, this game, Nova Roma. So one of the big things, like I said right away, is this played over 5 rounds. You're going to get things done. Stan is very much known for having very pleasing turns very early in the game. And this game is no different. You're going to be playing against AI. They're going to be doing some blocking. So if you don't like aggressive AI, this may not be your game because it's going to be random as well. So I'm just going to let you know that the AI has kind of some runaway leader type stuff that it's going to make. My God. Okay, sorry. Oh, sorry. Thank you for saying something. Thank you. By the way, thank you for being nice and also waiting patiently and then asking me about the board. So let me explain this over again. My God. Oh, thank you so much for being very, very kind. That's very kind of you, honestly. Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan. Thank you, sir. And Jason, like I said, once again, thank you to death for that. But anyway, I'm going to show you. I'm just going to show you this one more time. So when you place a worker, you're paying attention to the column, and then you're paying attention to the row that it's on, and you're activating where those things line up. So I'm activating my boats, for example, and I'm going to move this 1 to this spot, 2 to over here. So I'm going to get this benefit, which is a coin. Okay, we get a coin. And then if I wanted to move 1 and 1, I can move both of these 1. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take that back. I am the king of the remix, by the way. So I'm going to take a coin, and then I'm also going to move up on this little track here. I'll show you what that's for in a minute. But that's this area over here. Okay, this one right here is building. You're going to have to pay to build those cards over there, and I forgot to pay for it. So I'm going to pay this one here. Pay for it. And collect this card, I have to pay for it with a resource and a coin. Okay, so then I can place that there. Okay, these slide over. Now we have our buildings. What you're going to be doing is you're going to take these cards up here at the top right here, and you're going to pay for them to build buildings around these things. And what that means is you're building cubes, and you're trying to dominate them by getting the most of those cubes in there. As you can see, the AI already has a head start on me. My goal is to not only place as many, if not more, it's also to surround those little tokens that are up there. So if I surround those tokens completely with these cubes, then I get that resource. So that's one of the interesting things. That's really interesting over there. Sometimes I forget about it. That's not good. All right. Here's some interesting stuff over here too. So now when we go to this spot, what this does is it allows me to take these worker guys, and there's several of them. I don't know where I put them, but I need to get some more of them. And you're going to place them out in this spot on your board. And there's a grid on this board that's like the rows and columns. When you place it on here, you get the resources from the column, and then you get the resources from the row. And the more of those you have, the more you trigger. So yeah, that's exactly what this works with. And if you have tiles that are on top of there, you can also get that benefit plus the column benefit plus the row. And the more you have, the more you can activate. These guys will come back from working at the end of the round. You can only have 3 of them. It's one very interesting thing here. Speaking of these tokens here, you're going to have this action here, which is going to help you move up this track. This senator thing actually comes into play here, and I'll get to that last. But you're going to be grabbing a tile. You can grab a tile, and if you want to pay for these, because you see them coming, you can. And then there's like one special one that's a little bit more overpowered that you can pay a vase for, and you can get that special thing. When you do that, you're going to cover one of these things. Now, if you get an animal covers a spot. But what it does also is the more of the animals you collect, the more points you get. So you can get for 1, 2, or 3, you can get 2, 5, or 9. So, and they don't always come out every game because only a certain amount come out every game anyway. I'm assuming in a 4-player game, a lot more would come out, but in a solo game, not so much unless you see animals coming. This one right here, this is just cards. So what happens is you get a card, okay? And then you, based on the power you have, so let's say we had a power of 2 when we did this, we would only have to pay 1 coin to play a card. Or if we had a power of 3, like let's say like that, 1, 2, 3, then we would, 1, 2, 3, then we would not have to pay anything. If we pay 1, if we do 1, only 1, let's say it was like this, we only did 1, then we would have to pay 2 coins. So the more coins, the more the power you have, the easier it is. Now, here we go. This is another one. This is the races here. So what you're trying to do is the more power you get of this one, the further you go on the track. And you want to go on tracks and try to beat the AI. The AI is kind of ahead of you on the tracks already, and they will continue to get these 3-point tokens if you don't pass them. So the goal is not only to beat them, but also to reach the end. So you're getting tokens during the game, 3 points each, but then you're also unlocking more things, such as these little pieces, which I'm about to talk about in a minute. But the more of these you have, the more you're going to have for in-game scoring and in-game scoring. Whenever I say end-game and in-game, it's kind of a difficult thing. But yeah, so you're trying to beat them on this course. The last one is this senator here. This one is like a wild, okay? So you basically can choose to spend power. You have power, and when you have the power, you spend this, and you can take any one of these actions. So it's like a wild action. So you can use that to your advantage. You're going to be spending this as a resource, so that's something that you got to pay attention to. But that's generally the gist of what's going on. Now, there's even more, okay? There's even more. So all the cards that you buy for your ship and all the cards that you buy when you build, they're going to go here. And this all contributes. All the actions you're doing, all the things you're completing will go to this. You're looking at this board here, and you're going to get 3 tiles, and they're going to be random, okay? I'm just throwing 3 random ones out here. And there's a bunch. I'm assuming, you know, the campaign does well. You got a bunch, okay? And they're going to be random. And you're going to make a number 1, number 2, number 3. And what this will determine is how you can score more points and combos during the game. what'll happen is you fulfill the requirements. So for example, when I have one of these boat cards and one of these build cards, I get to place this little token on here. And when I do, I'll get 2 points. I'll get 2 points at the end of the game, but I'll also just get a resource instantly. Okay, so I can complete rows and columns, and when I complete rows and columns, I get points as well. But in the solo mode, the AI will get points for what you don't do. So it's really important that you kind of pay attention to that. And it gets tight. You think you're way ahead, you're not. Okay, so that's a lot. It's a lot up front. Okay, so if you come back, make sure you skip the first 2 or 3 minutes there when I didn't show you anything. All right. So let's go ahead and just get into this. I think I explained myself enough. So what was my first? Oh, my first thing I did was place this right here, right? Right. I took the boat, and I did not take, boat, and then I didn't take this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this action here. I'm going to take the stone. Actually, you know what? I am going to pay a coin and go off to the races because I'm really going to race. I'm going to race a lot. So I'm going to place this on here. And wherever I place this, like I said, once I place my guy on here, I'm not only going to get the column thing, I want to get the row thing plus this. So this is it's really important where you place it. I'm going to place it here. Okay. And I should have said this. These cards, there's 40 unique cards. They're all unique. They're not the same. So that's a really interesting thing. What you'll find in a lot of this AI stuff is that it's random as far as all the setups over and over again. So that's a key thing. All right. If you got any questions, just let me know in the comments below. So now we are flipping the AI, and they're just going to place. So they're going to place there, and they're going to place there. And I like AIs that are quick, like super quick. Now my turn doesn't have to be quick. I can take as long as I want. I can see the strategy, what's happening next, right? So that's the key. I like quick turns for myself. Quick turns for the AI. All right, I have these 2 cards here. Neither one of them feels right now, but I do want to set the precedent for what I'm going to do. And I think I want to have a wealth of resources. But I also don't want to lose the ability. I don't want to lose the ability to have some flexibility. And I know me, I waste resources a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and place this here. And it's only going to be for a power of 1. So I get to do this here for 1. And I get to choose either to place one of my guys, okay? Or if I had more power, I could spend a wheat and get one, okay? I can get a guy and put him on there. As a matter of fact, I forgot to grab him. Let me grab him. Put those over here. Okay. All right. For right now, I'm actually just going to place them on here. So when I place them on here, I'm going to move this up 1. I'm going to get a stone, and I'm also going to get a vase. So I'm going to be back. I'm not empty. Okay. And then for this one here, I'm going to choose one of these that I want to move on. I see that blue is coming up next round. I'm going to lose gray. I'm not going to catch up. So I'm just going to move on the blue. Okay. And it's going to get the 3 right away. So there you go. Flip that over. And they place here. Oh boy, see, they shut me out of that boat anyway. So I'm glad I wasn't too attached to it. Okay. I'm glad I wasn't too attached to it. Yeah, it's getting a little tough already. All right, so I think what I'll do straight away, is, seamless AIs are good. I agree, higher ground. It just makes life so much easier. And even when games take longer to get to the table, it's like, at least you know that that's one thing you don't have to worry about when you're playing, right? It's like, thankfully, wait, how do I play this churchy game? Wait, if then, right? So sometimes it's just too much. I'm going to place. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna build a one thing here. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna build here, and I'm gonna build this card. I have two choices at the top left. I have a +1 here, a +1 there. I have a choice between the two. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose the one on the right here. Let me get up. Okay, and I have to pay 1 stone. We'll wrap that stone around. One of any other resource, I'm going to do that and a coin. And this is worth 3 coins. So I'm going to take that down to 2. And then as you can, if you can't tell, it actually has a pattern on it. And that's the pattern I can place. And when I place that pattern, I'm going to place it like so. I'm going to go like that. Okay. Now I'm behind him 4-3, but if I keep adding to that, I'm good to go. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to place this here, and now I have one building and one ship. And what I'll do is I'll place one of these on my turn. So I'll place that. I'm going to get 2 points into the game, but I get a resource automatically. Guess what I'm doing? I'm adding to that. Okay. Then I have a power of 2 going this way. Okay. So now I'm going to go 1, 2, and I have to play a horse when I cross this. So I'm going to go down like that. And then I also unlock one of my pieces here. So I unlock one of my pieces, or I can move up on this track. I'm not doing that. And now that unlocks more of these pieces. So the key with this is that you're not going to be able to fill up this entire thing, but you can fill up more and get more points and more benefits if you do it. Okay, so that's why it's important to kind of pay attention to how this comes out, and this is going to change how you pursue things during the game over and over again. So, yeah, man, Teletum, I love you, but you're a chore. Okay, I love you, Teletum. I love you, but you're a chore. Okay, so we've come to the end of the round. Man, Teletum's a chore. Love it, though. So we come to the end of the round. What happens? So these guys are going to come off. I'm just going to put them to the side here. Okay, our guy's going to come off. All right. And then everything basically just goes to the left. So we just swipe these. We move these across. Move this across. Lose the opportunity on that one. Ooh, animal, another animal. Oh, this is not supposed to be there. We're going to put that at the bottom. That's unfortunate. That was the wrong one. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. That's done here. We have, they're going to get this benefit here. Okay, move that. It's going to move 1 forward on there. This flips over, so we know that blue is going to be up. So I may want to be ahead of blue completely, because that could get me 6 points. And if I make it to the end, then I also get 5 more. So that's very important right now. Okay, that's very important. They're going to move their ships 1. Okay, so they just move. Okay, they got a little head start. Over here, this card is going to move out to the side. These slide. This card is going to go right here, because they're going to actually get those points. So you're also paying attention to that. So you're also paying attention to those points as well. So you don't want the cards that have that worth 3 points to get out. So that's another thing. There's a lot of things you got to worry about here. I think I covered everything. Let's see. Slide these cards out. Move this over. Move these 1. Got the card out. Got the card out. Yep, looks good to me. Round 2. Now I can place this here or here. Okay. yeah, if you got any questions, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. I'm just going to keep this down here for the AI. So I know this is coming. This is coming too. Okay, what am I actually trying to do? I am trying to outrun these guys. And in order to outrun them, I do have to get on the boat and outrun them. Okay, this guy comes back too. Okay, I do have to outrun them. There's a benefit to outrunning them. And I love and this is one thing I really, truly love. I love the action system, but I also love this randomness because it scores column, row, and diagonal. So you have so many different ways of pulling this off. I mean, you really do. And these cards also drive your thought process as well. And I like these cards, but they really take me towards an action where I don't need right now. And maybe that's what I do. I don't pursue those cards, huh? I need 2 stone. I don't have 2 stone. I need a stone and something else. If I had 2 stone, I could get that card up there. So that's maybe that's what I do. Maybe that's what I do. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. So let's hopefully the guys don't take. Oh, they did take the spot I wanted. Of course, random stinks. I hate random because it did exactly what I wanted to do. Dang it, it did exactly what I wanted to do. Dang it. That changed my whole mindset for the turn. Dang, that changed my whole mindset for the turn. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. So I'm going to start with this action here. It's going to give me a coin because it's a coin to how many power I had. So let's say if I had 2 guys here, I would get 2 coins. Okay. And then I could turn in these 2 cards to get another coin. I kind of like these cards, but this actually is that action. I feel like I should do that instead, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. So I'll do this instead. It just seems smarter. They block both of the things I wanted to do. So I've got to add a loss. But I do like that these are kind of like tied together because that means that I can go down here, get something I want. No, those aren't really anything I want either. I could go here. See, this is where you start to think. You're like, what do I want to do here? What do I want to do? And I think I'm going to do that. And I'll show you why I'm using this other action because I can actually get to any action I want. So let's knock this out. So first thing we're going to do is this action here. We're going to place, and I'm going to place. I'm going to place here again, I think. Well, no. Why wouldn't I place here? So that'd be, yeah, why wouldn't I place here, honestly? I would place there just because it's the best thing. These tokens weren't so enticing because I got to pay coins to do this, and I don't want to pay coins to do anything. Plus these ones, you got to pay coins to get them. So none of those are very exciting. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead and focus on this. So I do get a horse. I do get a stone. And you'll find the better you are at building these things, the benefits you get. If I built a combination of 5 between this and these boats, I get to place in that area. So those are things you got to pay attention to, and you may not have enough time to do what you want to do like you think you do. Okay, so that's the key. You may not have time to do what you want to do like you think you do. All right, so we got the stone, we got the horse, we did not get the wine. Okay, then we're going to spend one of these here, and I'm going to spend one, and I can do a power of 1 of any of these. Now, I do like, what do I like? Just so I can make sure I get these carts banging, why don't I get the cart going? And I'm just going to move this one, just so I make sure I'm really paying attention to what's going on there. So that's my action there. Yeah, there's a lot to take into consideration. Is there a Discord link? Oh, you know what? I will get you a Discord link in here. My fault. Discord link should be in there. So yeah, let's do that. AI goes, they place here, they place there. Now what is my choice, right? That's how quick it is. Now I'm going to play this card. This one right here. I'm going to build a level 1, but first I'm going to do, okay. Or no, am I going to do this instead? I could build that card. It's worth 3 points too, and I don't want the AI to take it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a build here for 1 and then move on this track. So let me move on this track first, okay? When I move on this track, when I move across this thing here, I'm going to have to pay a horse to do so. When I get to here, I have to pay 2 horses. Right now I'm ahead, and I want to stay ahead of them and maybe even get to the finish line. So that way I know without a doubt I'm good, okay? I also get that here. Now I have passed 3 of these. I could mark this. And get points and a resource, but I'm not. And then I'm going to build, and I'm going to build this card up here for 2 stone. It's going to take me down to 0. Okay. And I'm going to go put that right there. So now I have 2 of these cards. I need 4 total if I want to do that one. If I move a total of 10 on this track, I've moved a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I can just diversify a little bit more. If I get this to 6 and I spend 3, interesting. But I still get, I still get to build. Jeez, I forgot. I still get to build. I'm looking at the benefits of the card and not paying attention to building. So this is what happens. This is interesting, right? When you place, notice how I've surrounded that horse token. Now that I've surrounded the horse, I can get that resource. And you have to surround it all the way around. So even the top part, so even the diagonal part, you have to surround the whole thing. So there, that's one of the reasons why you do that. And as you can see, the points are higher, so now I automatically will get those 5 points. They'll get 3, okay? So we build, we moved. All right, last turn. They place here and here. Boy, they've really got... I like this, though. That's actually a good move just anyway. Yeah, I like that move. Horse wheat. And then I can get... Yeah, I like that move. I like the feeling of that move right there. So I get to move 1, 2 on that. 1, 2. I have the 2 horses to move. Perfect. So I'm good for this round and next round. I'll get those. Okay, and by the way, those are random too. Those are random too. So yeah, those you got extra ones of those over here as well. So you got extra ones of those. You don't know which ones are coming out. So we also moved 2 on the boat, and I'm gonna pay. I needed a horse to do so. Maybe I don't pay the 2 horses to do this. Maybe I just move 1 here, and then I'll move 1 there. So that way I still have my 2 horses. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So I have to spend 2 horses to go past here, and I was like, well, if I already win this round, and then I can basically win next round if I just move again, why don't I just save it? And I'll tell you why. Because I want that boat card up there, which cost me a wheat and a horse. Okay, so I can go up there. That card moves over. And now I can move 2. I'm going to actually move 1, 2. So I'm going to get 3 points at the end of the game, but I'm also going to get 2 resources. And those 2 resources are going to be, I need a stone, and I'm going to need that horse back. Okay, and then that's the round. Yeah, that's the round. I mean, it's got a lot of little things in there, like a little bit of Feast for Odin. It's got like a lot of different things going on. This is a very interesting Euro game. I played it last year, and I was like, this is quite interesting, sir. That's what I told him. Do I want to take one of these? By the way, my official turn is over, so do I want to take one of these? I don't like anything where I'm at, and I'm not doing a great job on this right now. So I definitely want to maybe build more. I have two builds, so yeah. I think I'm just going to do this so I have that taken care of. So I know that, oh no, I can't do that. So what am I doing, Jeremy? I have a total of 1, 2, and 3. So if I get one more of these tiles, I'm good. If I got to build a lot more, but there's incentive to build. There's a lot of points on the line. I'm just looking at all these tiles over here, trying to figure out which one can I do that would get me enough to feel safe here. And you need to pay attention to this stuff because it will drive how you do your turns. It'll drive, like just choices throughout, I don't know, man. I'm going to fill this row. I'm going to try to fill this row. So I'm going to put that there. And I get a resource right away. I'm just going to grab this wheat just because. Actually, I'm not seeing a lot of wheat stuff. So I'm going to go up on the one there. All right. Not seeing a lot of wheat stuff out here. Okay. Still got my 2 useless cards that I haven't done anything with. I still got my cards I've done absolutely nothing with. All right. So we're going to go ahead and cycle things out. So we slide these over. Now, if you're not streaming the game like I am, game takes about an hour for you, just you. So it takes about an hour. I would say it won't take you as long as you think it is once you start knowing what's going on here. I think I may be 1 short. Yeah. 2. Okay. So we know red's coming up next, so I might want to speed up this track. I need to speed up this track. I have this one too as well. We just don't know if another blue is coming out. Okay. They're going to move 1 here. They're going to move 1 there. Round 1. Round 2. Round 1. 2. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm moving them properly. 1, 2. Do we do? Yeah, so they should be 1, 2. Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Then they get the cards. We slide those out. They get this card. These slide. This slides out. Oh, we got that out. This one goes away. All right. I think that's it. We'll take these off. All right. And I'm going to play one more round. hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're doing here. We'll play another round. I don't think we need to play the whole game. Stan was very adamant about. He was like, "Well, you don't need to play the whole game." I'm like, "Well, some people like to watch the stream. If you want me to play the whole game, you let me know in the comments. I'll tell you about. Let's do it that way. If you want me to play the whole game, I will definitely play the whole game. But let me know if you want me to play the whole game in the comments. You will help me determine if I play the whole game." Oh, how about that, Higher Ground? Well, hopefully it helps you make an informed backing decision. Thank you so much. I'm not doing anything other than playing the game, hoping you get informed. And if you do have any questions, please ask, because that's actually what I'm here for more than anything. It's not a sponsored stream, so you can really ask you just anything. You can ask me about any other games that are out there right now. I don't know. So whatever you want to do. Okay. I don't want to block. I do want to get this action going. I just don't want to lose on the boats, man. You know what? I think I messed that up. Now that I think about it, the boats. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. So do I want them there? I do, because I want to play some cards. And yeah, I want to play some cards. So then we go to the AI. I think I'm good there. I think I want to do that. Okay. They go here and they go there. That doesn't mess with me too much. Although I would love to not be bothered at all. Well, I want to beat them on ships. I need 3 total. 3 total. If I use the 3, I'm good to go. That's a good move, Dan. Quit while you're ahead. I don't think I'm ahead, actually. I need to score a lot more points. I need to score a lot more points. The AI scores a lot off of opportunity. So you really do have to watch it. It takes advantage of your situation, your opportunity. So you got to watch out for that. Also, I should say I'm sort of neglecting these fields, and that's not a good thing because they do help you get a lot more resources. And I realize that I'm failing at that, but that's live stream play right there in a nutshell, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. That's my excuse. My thought process is it'd be good to have this action, but now that I think about it, I don't know why I put that there. Now I got to live with it. Drat. Because I don't have the things to do with that. So I'm gonna have to play with that a little bit. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'm gonna place here. The first thing I'm gonna do is get one of these cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get this card here. It's gonna be replaced. And then because I'm doing it with the power of 2, then I only have to pay 1 coin to play a card. And the card I'm going to play is this one. Okay. So now I'm actually going to take that action. Okay, at a power of 1. I'm going to get a coin back. I can get rid of these 2 cards to get another coin. I'm not. And then I can pay any amount of coins to get resources. And I'm only going to pay 1 coin so I can get a wheat. But I also, because I took that action and I have a card for it, now that triggers and I get one of these guys here. Oh no, I get +1. Yeah, no. I get +1. Oh, shopkeeper. Hold on. I think I actually just get +1 on that action. So yeah, I get +1 to that action. I get 2 coins. Dog it. Okay. Well, I get 2 coins, not 1. I get +1 to this action. So there you go. Okay. I didn't even know that. All right. That's fun, though. It's fun. Here we go. So they're going to place here and here. Ooh, that freezes me pretty bad. Ooh. That messes up what I was thinking about doing right here. That freezes me pretty hard. Man, that freezes me. What am I trying to do over here? Let's reflect on that first before we go anywhere. I'm not going to do cards. I may get 2 cards, so I might knock out that whole row, which is good. I definitely will probably do this one here, which I have to get to 10 on that. Actually, that's actually an easier decision. So let's place here. Okay, let's place there. We're going to get that at a power of 2. We're going to move on this here. So I'm going to go ahead and just move 1 on this track here. So I'll move on this track here. I'm trying to catch up. Okay. And then I'm also going to do, I can do up to 2 on here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pay one of these to buy a guy. That's one action. And then the other one I get to place. So if I had 2 guys on here already and I had a power of 2, I can place both of them and get all those resources. But I cannot. So I'm going to go ahead and go here. I'm going to go there. Yeah, we're going to get wood. Yep, wood. And we're going to get a vase. I got all these resources and I ain't spending them on nothing. All right. All right, that's my turn. Yeah. Place this. So we're going to go. They're going to go here and here. And they can't go there and there. So 1, 2. All right. My last placement. Ooh, I get to do whatever I want. So, I can really kill it on this track here and get to that 10. Or give me this tile. That would be 1 more away from that. Man, this is tough. This is tough. This is tough. I'll tell you what. Oh, this is a tough decision. I also don't want them to get that card. I should have built a little earlier. Now I'm like rethinking my whole life right now. All right. Rethinking my whole life right now. Okay. And we do need to make sure we don't give those points away. We don't want to give those points away. That's not something we're a fan of, right? That's not something we're a fan of. We don't want to give them away. But I'm not going to do much in that area, so I can kind of decide like the level 1 part, the left one, the furthest one to the left, I don't need to worry about. It's getting to level 2 and level 3 cards so that I can buy those and move in that area. I mean, that one right there, that one's a square. I would love to have that. I have enough resources for it as well. But I can't do it this round. What I will do, though, God, this is tough. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just place here. This is what it's going to be. First thing, when I take this action, it's going to be not a 2, but a 3. So I'm going to get 3 coins. And then I'm going to spend for resources. Now, I'm going to just go ahead and spend 2 coins for wheat because I don't know what I'm going to do with the wheat, but I definitely want to be. Actually, I'm going to do 1 wheat and 1 wood. There's a lot of wood stuff up there. No, there isn't. There's not a lot of wheat stuff. Okay. I'm kind of rich with resources right now. I'm feeling good with that, but now I need to actually make moves. And then I'm going to do 1, 2 on this stuff. So I'm going to go 1 here. That's going to cost me 2 of these, and I'm going to move 1 here. Okay, so that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm definitely going to mark that. Okay, that's going to give me 5 points at the end of the game. Definitely marking that. Okay, that's the end of the round. All right, so we're back in it, and thank you for staying with me. I love doing this. I love sharing my thoughts with you. I love talking through these things. I need to get my sea legs back, but I love doing these solo things. I love the solo chat. And by the way, thank you so much for joining me for the solo chat. That one's going to come probably once or twice a month, and we'll see depending on the content, because I actually want to play a bunch of games and talk about them so that you have opinions about the games, but also opinions of things that are going on in the solo community and just things of that nature. I think it's a great opportunity to have a conversation, and hopefully you join us for the conversation. We got a lot of different things we're going to be trying out and seeing, what you like, but definitely a lot more of our opinions, and I definitely want to share mine because I am not short on opinions. All right. I think some people we may see where people go after a while with me doing this thing because, some people only like to hear what they like to hear, and I have opinions. All right. So there you go. I'm going to slide this out. And when I say that, I always tell people, that doesn't mean it's a threat. You just, you want to know somebody's opinion. You see them on camera enough. You're like, oh, okay, now I know. Now I know how they feel. All right. You may never see me on, you don't see me on Chit Chat for a while, so you don't know. And all right. I think I missed a run here because they're supposed to be there, almost there already. And that would be, oh, no, that's right. Okay. We got that one. We got that one. I get this. Let me slide that down. Move up on that. Oh, wow. So we definitely know what's up right there, right? We definitely know. Okay. My guy comes off the field. And we go. Okay. So it can go here. We want to build. Or here. And we have resources. So we're kind of like not caring about resources right now, but we still do. We do. And we definitely care about winning this race now. But we can do that several different ways. So I'm going to go ahead and go here because that'll let me equally build. And also I can use this action if I need to. I just have to actually use this action as well so that I can gain more of those. I at least want to play 2 cards. So I want to have another card in play. This card actually seems like a good card to have because it says that I get 1 point plus 1 point for every one of these cards I have. So that's I think that's where I'm going to lean towards. All right. And if you happen to place where I want to place, right? If you just happen to place where I want to place, great, right? Okay. I think I actually found something I want to do easily this time, though. And yeah, I think I found what I want to do pretty easily here. So I'm going to go here. Uh, it's okay, Andrew. You know what it is? It is a lot. Your first play, and I'm doing it live. So with live, there's a element of like you're really trying to like take the right turns. You're trying to like be competitive, but at the same time, you're like worried about all the mechanisms trying to get it right. And I don't think that this is that hard to do when I'm just sitting here because I'm like sitting here in my cup of coffee or whatever. But doing it live, a lot of things to keep track of. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna build this card up here that's worth 3 points, which is great. So I'm gonna take this card. It's gonna cost me 1 wood, 1 stone, and a coin. Okay. And that is gonna go here, but more importantly, I get this little L shape. And I guess I'm gonna surround this horse. Let's see. Now, the horse that you're looking at, you notice how there's still one space like above it. I have to actually cover that space too. But now I have 3 of these. Yeah, I have 3 of these, so I might be all right. Let's see. See what they do. So does this wear thin? Does this wear thin over time, right? It could. I think every game that you like deserves an expansion, right? You know, every game that you like, you want expansions because you want more of it. Like Lost Ruins of Arnak, I want more of it. Dune Imperium, I want more of it. So immediately when I'm playing it, I'm like, I'm going to play this to death. I want more. And Nova Roma needs every one of your dollars so that kind of stuff happens. That's all I can say. If you want some of that to happen, you got to make the magic happen, man. I mean, that's the toughest part. It's like these companies, some of these guys, it's just one guy. Stan is one guy, and he needs your dollars. That's all there is to it. He's one guy. He needs all your dollars. Now I'm going to build because I need that one more card. I need that to finish that column. But I also don't want to. Actually, I'm not neglecting anything. I'm just talking. I'm not neglecting anything. I'm gonna move my. That doesn't seem like the smartest move now. Think about it. I can't neglect the action for a coin. Actually, this is gonna work out. This is actually gonna make me look smart. You ready? So I'm gonna build. And I'm going to build a level 2 instead of a level 3, even though I have level 3. I'm going to build a level 2. It's going to cost me 1 stone and a coin. Okay. Okay. Stone and a coin, and I get these 2 pieces. I'm going to place those 2 pieces here. That's going to give me a horse. Now that said horse that I need, I'm going to use it to cross that line because I only move 1 on this one here, and I need to pay that horse to do that. My goal is going to be to beat that guy, but let's see where this thing comes up here. Getting left behind over here on the boats. And that's a lot of points. It's 26 points. Sorry, I'm breathing on the mic there. This should be here. Should be here. They start here. round 1, round 2. So yeah, 2, 3, 2, 3. I feel like I'm moving them extra. Why am I overthinking this? They start here. Round 2, round 3. Yeah. It should be like ahead of me. They should be right there. Oh, they're supposed to be placed. Sorry. They go here. Okay. Well, that totally messed up everything. That move really messed up everything. I don't know, folks. Folks, I don't know. What do I do? I don't have enough money for card. I don't have that. I don't want them to get 6. That's the problem. And I also don't have enough money. I mean, I could just sail just to sail, because that way, yeah, why don't I do that? I'll sail just to sail because, yeah, I'll do this. Okay. I will sail just to sail. So I get 1 here, and I get another worker guy. Okay. That's that. Then I get to move 2 on this track. So I'm going to go 1, 2. By the way, when I sail, I got to pay for something. So I'm going to pay a vase and a wheat. Take this card. Okay. Now, I have a total of 4 here. I'm going to do that. Okay. Now, I could knock out diagonal. Yeah, I could knock out diagonal and column. I should actually have all 3 of these, because this should be, yeah, I should have all these. I should. When you cross these lines, you get the tokens there. Yeah, it's going to be tough. 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 All right, here we go. It's going to be tough. All right, so we're going to keep going. Yeah, I enjoy myself playing this game. So I love showing this types of stuff, because it's like, if the game doesn't suck, right? You know, like, I don't want to show you games that suck. That's what I tell people. I just don't want to show you games that suck. So if I'm having fun and I like the game, why not show it to everybody in the world? And this guy happens to be a good guy and a friend. Oh, look at the animals. Animals are enticing. The more of those animals I get, the points. Okay. Man. Ooh. Oof. All right. All right. Did I get her all? All right. Let's see here. Shuffling them. Okay, they go in here. They're going to just kill me on the points there. All right. Yeah, that hurt, bro. That hurt. That hurt. Dang it. That hurt. Okay. So last round. Oh, they get this. Okay. Last round, what are we prioritizing? The boats are a wrap. Basically, they're a wrap. But I do need to get those points to kind of make up for the gap. Okay. I do need to make up those points for the gap. If I can get at least 3 points in that area, that helps. So I may just do that. I also got to have the resources to do it, and I'm down. I've been spending them now. I have some issues, right? I have some issues. I need resources. So I place here. I could build at least twice if I place. Wow, I'm getting killed. Getting killed. I think I want to play here. I think I want to play here. All right. Man, I'm getting killed. Okay. It's tough. It's tough. All right. So, oh no, it took the spot that I wanted right away. No way. Oh, it took the spot I wanted right away. Oh. Oh, that's when randomness hurts, man. Oh, that's when randomness hurts. Okay. Be a champ. Here we go. Be a champ, Jeremy. Oh, that hurt. Okay. That hurt. So we're going to go, we're going to place here. So a row, column. Okay, so I'm going to have a power of 2 on this cards here. I can take the cards. I'm going to take this one. Okay, and since I paid 2, since I have a power of 2, I only have to pay 1 coin. I'm going to pay 1 coin to play that card, actually. I'm going to play that card. And that knocks out this row and this column. So now that I've knocked out this row, it's going to give me a resource and a coin. Coin. The resource is going to be a horse. And then this here, it's going to give me 1 strength here. It's going to give me 1 coin and 3 points at the end of the game as well. So that's the cool part right there, is like trying to make sure you cover up as much as possible, knocking out rows and columns at the same time. That kind of thing right there is where the game like really unlocks. All right. I think once you see that part where you start to see how that comes together, you're like, oh, okay, now I get it. Okay. Now my turn. Now I could really go for cards, but I don't think I want to anymore. Man, I probably should have done the building. I should have done the building. Oh well. I think I may do that anyway. I may just. Do I even have the resources to do what I want to do with building? I don't. Oh, I don't. Man, this is hurting. This is like buying the wrong loafers. All right, anyway. All right. I'm going to do this one here. That's going to give me the ability to do at a power of 2. So I can place both of these. Okay, so I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go, I need a wood, and I get a coin. And then I'm going to do two wood, and I get 2 wood, and then I get a horse. Okay? That's where stuff gets cool, right? Like that, pulling that off is pretty cool. All right. So, hey Emily, how you doing? How's the game going? showing people how to take the L like a champ. Okay, like a champ. Okay, we are officially in the last choice of the game. I'm doing terrible. All right. So I'm doing terrible. Okay? Terrible. I should have built. Now I have an action that like literally doesn't mean anything. That just shows you like how much I pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm that great at not paying attention to what I'm doing. And yeah. I mean, there was such a better turn than the turn I just took. There was such a better turn. And there was such a better turn than the one I took. Okay. That was just such a better turn. Okay. But I did do this and get the resources. I don't think I did this. Right? Oh, no, I did. Maybe I did. Maybe I put that there. Okay. Maybe I did miss a turn. I'm not sure. I don't want to take an extra turn. Sometimes I get into this and I go, oh, hey, I'm supposed to get this. Ask anybody who plays with me. I'm the king of solo mulligans. All right. By the way, it's your right to take a solo mulligan. It's your right. Okay? Let's see. What's up, Deadpan? How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. So we're gonna go we're gonna go 2 on the boat here, and my 2 card. I'm just gonna go any resource. And I'm actually gonna go 1 wood and a coin. Take that card. And that's going to give me this. Whoops. Cover that up. Okay. That's 3 points at the end of the game. And then I get to move here. Okay. So that gave me 7 points. I mean, that's not going to help. That's not going to help this butt kicking that I'm about to get. Okay. And then my last thing here is that I get to spend a total of 1 here to do any action. And what would that action be that would help me do absolutely anything worth nothing? That's the truth. The truth is I can do this action here. So that action would give me 1. I'd move this 1. I could spend a coin to move another one, but I'm actually going to pay the coin to get this 1 animal. And the animals, once again, they just go on here. They stay on there. They take a spot, but they do give you points at the end of the game. And that would give me 2 points at the end of the game, so I'll just take that. All right. Whoa, here comes the L. All right, here we go. Here we go. So let's move everything. All right. They're going to need this card for me. They're also going to need this tile. And I think that is all they need. Already back, but confirming my decision. Stan has made the crunchiest Euro. Can't wait to think the puzzle out. Yeah, I know. I think trying to think. Out of all his designs, the one he didn't design, Ruik, is like it's amazing. It's an amazing solo game. It's an amazing solo game. But out of the ones he designed, I think this is the best one. I think this is the best one because Shadow Kingdoms of Valeria is okay. It's an okay solo game, but it also has nice little juicy cards and stuff. But I just like this more. It's just a bigger presentation. It's got more strength to it, more replay value in it. So yeah, that's why I rock with this one. Okay. Whew, here we go. This is gonna be ugly. All right. Victory points for sailing both of your ships. All right, so gain victory shown on the furthest ship furthest harbor or points that each of your ships have passed. So I'm at 7, so 10. 10. He's got 20, 42, 6. So there. Contracts. Score the total victory points on all your ship building contracts. I have 3, 6, 8, 11. Not bad. 10, 11, 21. He has 3, 5, 7, 9, 10. 48, 58. Zones. For each zone, compare the blocks, the number of blocks you have and the number of blocks I have. The AI wins all ties. So I win this one and this one. So that gives me 11 more, 30, 32. And then he scores 3, 7, 14. So 10, 68 plus 4 is 72. Oh boy. I'm not coming around the mountain when I come. All right. For me, I score did I score my 11? No, I didn't. I score my 5, 11. So 10, 42. One more. Let's see. Chariot tokens. Both of you score your tokens 3 points each. He's got 9. So that takes him to 81. $81. 75. Yeah, 81. Okay. I score 6. 46, so 49. Oh boy, get my butt kicked here. Hypnodrome finishes. 5 points for each token that reached the end of the Hypnodrome track. Okay, so then I score 5 points here. 5, 54. He scores for everything he's beating me on. So he's beating me on the other 2 tracks, and he gets 5 points for each. 10. So what is that? 6 to 6, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's game points on follower cards. So I get 1 point plus 1 for, is this every 2? Hold on a second. I think it's 1 point for every 2. So I think it's, 1, 2, 3. So 3 more. D7. Did I say I was good at this game? All right. Anyway, mosaic board. As shown on your mosaic board, each claimed achievement is in the top row was worth 2 points. So 2, 4, 6. So 6 is 63. Each one in the second row is worth 3. So that's 6 more. I'm catching up. 69. Hold on. And then each one down here is worth 5. So then that gives me 74. Okay. I'm almost there. And then we do columns. Okay. So the columns, if you completed a row or a column, you get more points. So I get nothing here. If I completed this row, I would have got it. But I completed this column, which will give me 2 points. Okay. You also gain a bonus for completed rows, columns, and diagonals, which I should have really embraced that. I didn't. AI scores victory points for empty spaces. Okay. That really hurts. All right. So for empty spaces on the base value. So he's going to get 10, 13 more points. So 10 to 26. And then he's going to get 3 more points. Lord Jesus. Okay. Lord Jesus. That was a butt kicking. All right. So I have 78. And then they have 100 to 104. And we'll just call that rough scoring. Oh, I get 2 more points. Ooh, 2 more points for my animal. 2 more points for my animal. All right. So yeah, that's the game in a nutshell. Now, I'm going to flip this back over. This is Nova Roma. Actually, I'll just stick here and share some of my thoughts. We're going to stay here. So let's just go back. Solo game. I already backed the game. I don't even remember how much it cost. I just auto back his games. Will this game have longevity enough for you to maybe wait around for an expansion? Because I always tell people they try to validate their purchases by if they can see themselves playing it like 50 times, knowing fully well they're not going to play it 50 times. But in your mind you are, and you're going to play it a lot, and you want to know that you can play it a lot. I would say the answer is yes. Just by the pattern of how we break out games, that's important because every time you play this, it's not going to be this static board. There's no static, even though this is a prototype, this is not static. We shake these up, we put them out there. What would I do different next play? I would sail my ships up here, for God's sakes. I just gave away 26 points. I gave away 10. I gave away 16 points there. I gave away 7 points for free there. I could have made it 2 points. I could have finished, really emphasized in making sure I didn't finish this because I forgot they get 5 points per here. This I'm not so worried about because you can't fill all of it in anyway. So it was either focus on filling in this entire row so you don't give them the 5 points, but that's not, you can't fill it in all the way. So those are some of the things I would do. But knowing some of the things that are going to switch this up for you every time, knowing that these switch up every time, knowing the way those cards come out every time is different. I mean, this isn't static, so maybe you can create scenarios where that would be different. I generally just like the pressure of this here. I like the pressure knowing that I have to beat this here. But there are the 2 key components, 3 components. The actions that mix up every time, the weight of your choices here, and also the variability of these tiles every time. So you're mixing those up every time. Cards are unique. Games with unique cards are always pleasing. Always. Because you don't know which ones are coming out. And then you see this and you have to decide what choices you want to make. I've had games where I go really hard on this plantation area. I've had games where I don't pay attention to it as much. And I didn't in this one because I was focusing on building and things of that nature. And I didn't even fully realize that. So there's a lot of different things that you can consider in this game. And that's why I can recommend it as a solo-only purchase. I recommend it for myself because I'll likely play this a lot solo. And I like Euro games that aren't so overhead heavy because that way I can get it to the table more. At least that's what I tell myself because, I mean, come on. I play a lot of games. It's ridiculous. But it is something that I tell myself because I think that, this is also challenging. So I would say my big pushback on this one, if you don't like beat your score type things, you have to decide if this game's for you. Like, honestly, it's one of those things I can't tell you like, oh, this is different. Because some of those games that I say are different, they don't feel different to people. But I like into this with It's a Wonderful World. In It's a Wonderful World, you have a scoring threshold you have to hit, but you also have objectives. This game has that, but your objectives are created. They're not like a condition to win the game. You're just winning the game by scoring the most points. And if it's harder, if you want it harder, you move the marker further. If you want it harder, you move the marker farther. You can do that in a lot of games. So that's not compelling. Everything else that you're doing is compelling. And I think that's where I stand on this game. That's where I stand on this game. Crickets. All right. All right. Of course there's crickets. It's just me down here. All right. Does anybody have any questions, though? I want to answer your questions about the gameplay, about anything that you've seen, and you were like, could you explain that to me a little bit better? While I have the board out, definitely ask away. That Chris. Here's the best part. Here's the best part about me is that I'm an only child, man, and I'm 45, and I will laugh at my own self in my own basement, and I don't care. Yeah. So I love it, man. I love it. I love it. That's why I love playing solo. So you guys actually you get a chance to be with me in my madness a little bit, and see how I act. Did the randomness hurt too much? No, Chris. I think randomness with the tiles can sting, but here's the deal. This is actually a very good question. Very good question. So let's play that out. So in the 2-player game, yeah, you're gonna play different strategies each time, because you see how I just put the tiles out? That can be different every time. Then I was just saying this. In the beginning of the game, you may get 3 different ones. So now I have 3 totally different goals every game. You don't know what combos those are. So just this plus this randomness, that alone is like, hey, I got a different game every time. Like, oh, okay, this is my challenge for this game. I'm going to focus on this. This game tells me that I want to focus more on getting this power track up and building more of these cards. As a matter of fact, if I build 6 of these cards, I can fulfill this, and if I just get 1 card, I can fulfill that. If I get this track up far enough, I could spend 2 here, fill that up. I can spend 2 more here, 3 more here, fill that one up. So you have it changes the way you play. But to answer your question, in the 2-player game, it gives you this intensity that you would have in a 2-player game. Because in the 2-player game, when a player places their guy, once they're done doing their action, they get to place two down. So now that your opponent, when they place, I'm just going to put a random guy on here, they get to put 2 down. So it just simulates this friction that you would get, the strategic push, this friction that you would get between each other, and it makes it real aggressive. So I like the randomness in these tiles. Although you just saw, if you were watching the gameplay, you watched me get killed and get crushed by that twice. Like, it took my actions. But if you were playing against someone else, this game's very cutthroat. That's what would happen in the game. Like, somebody be looking and be like, all right, well, I know they want to do that, so I'm going to cover that and this, right? But that's a 2-player game. So it simulates the same feeling you would have in a 2-player game. At 3-player and 4-player, you just play your piece. So it matches the aggressive nature of the game. Any other questions? Hopefully I answered your question. Yeah, and in the blocking, sometimes games already have the automatic block, and I don't necessarily like the solo gameplay in Resurgence that much. I like this because even when you start out the round and that tile is flipped, I do have a choice. Like, I have a choice where this guy goes. I can put him here, I can put him there. Okay. So I do have player choice. It's just after I make my player choice, the AI gets to make the randomized choice. Okay, I can rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can rock with this pattern. I get to focus on the Euro goodiness. I get the interaction of playing somewhat with another player, and I don't know what they're going to do because if someone's sitting to my right, I don't necessarily know what they're going to do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I get the full strategy of how these tiles are laid out once I see them. So it's like, yeah, Yeah, I'm rocking with that. And I played this. I played this with delay and having to explain the game over again in an hour and 35 minutes. This game would take, like I said, it takes two player or one player. I'm thinking like maybe like an hour, just over an hour. Okay. 4 player, 2 hours, just because people AP the heck out of this game when they shouldn't. All right. Anything else? I'm going to switch over here. Okay, folks. I just want to say thank you for your time today. Solo Saturday. I think maybe Saturday is better. I don't know. Saturday afternoon. Is Saturday afternoon just better for like just chilling and watching a solo game being played? Maybe so. Let me know that in the comments, and we'll work from there. You know, I'm excited about where this goes, and I'm excited that you guys actually joined me today. It's nice stream, nice people in the chat. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for bearing with me in the beginning. I was explaining the whole game, and it was all off screen. That was hilarious. But if you're watching this again, pay attention to that. I will be back next week with something else. I think it's Fractured Sky, which is coming to Kickstarter or GameFound next Tuesday. I'll be playing it in Indy, and then I'll stream it the next day from David's house. So I'll be at MVM Studios streaming from there. It should be pretty fun. Hopefully you join me. Oh, and next week, Friday, I will be streaming with my son on this channel. We're going to be opening some Pokemon packs and talking Pokemon Scarlet Violet live. Please join me. Please join me. We're going to have fun. We're giving away Pokemon packs. Maybe your kids want to join. Let them join. Open some Pokemon packs with us. We're going to give away Pokemon packs. It's going to be fun. Happy Easter, guys. Take care. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on MVM.